So we are diving into fabbing up our new engine cage. The old one cracked out. It was kind of a old solution. We built it when we didn't know as much about how we were going to be using the truck, how hard we were going to be pushing the truck. We had gone in last year and kind of band-aided the engine cage, but after Havasu and the damage that it did incur, it was time to basically cut everything out and start fresh. So we were running all new tubes, DOM, 1 3/4 as well as 2" in some cases. We're going to be doing a new crossover design. It's going to be easier to pull our motor out when we need to do service on the motor. It's no longer going to be in the way of things like our coil packs like the old one was. So overall, this will be a much better design. It's going to be stronger. And yeah, let's dive into it. So the new layout, one of the big things we're going to try and do a lot less of with this, that I think our old engine cage was part of the issue. The old cage had a lot of bends in it. I'll have David show a shot of how it kind of went up into here. So there was a lot more opportunity for twisting and some movement that didn't need to happen. So with this setup, we're doing as many straight tubes as possible. The only one that's going to have a slight bend, these are going to come forward and then kick over to the bumper just so they clear the factory radiator shape, so we can still run like auto parts store radiators, and those will drop right in. Before, it went kind of straight through and we had to get our radiator in like cockeyed. So this will make it so we can just drop one right in. That'll be a lot better. A lot of the force now from like, say a front impact is now gonna go straight into the cage as opposed to going straight back and then wedged out. And then to give some of that more lateral support on these tubes, we're gonna have these wings tying up. There's gonna be a cross tube in the middle there. And then if we wanna add more, we could do a tube coming up to there, but I think it's unnecessary. The main thing that this allows us right now is to just tie the center portion of our frame together as the coilovers and stuff bend and flex into the chassis. But yeah, the other thing too is just going to a better tube. Before, our engine cage was welded hot roll. This is all drawn over mandrel tube, so a lot more rigid. So yeah, should be good. Now to just finish laying out the tubes and start welding things in. Made some really good progress today. We got pretty much all the cage tubes for the engine cage landed. This is gonna be way stronger than what we were running, and we'll show you kind of the new layout versus the old layout. We can throw up a photo of the old setup so you can kind of get an idea of what has changed. And then a good majority of today was spent starting the Boatside Rock Sliders. So cutting a lot of rectangle tube, basically like 12" sections, and then cutting them in half diagonally so they create a wedge. So those are going to be super beefy. And then along with that, I also cut out all the old cage tie-ins down there and got those replaced. So not only that it clears our new boat sides, but they're also going to be a lot stronger. So yeah, next is to start working on this side for the boat sides and then start full welding this in. So we got to get the wrap stripped off the car. We're going to pull all the wrap off all the panels. We're also going to start doing a lot of body work. So bondoing our major dent points. If we have time, we'll get to some of the smaller stuff. We have to repair our fiberglass. So laying new fiberglass sheets, new resin, sanding that down, doing the bondo work to make the fenders look new. That's one of the cool things about fiberglass is it's really easy to patch and repair. So these advanced fiberglass fenders that we're running, we don't need to replace them like we would probably with a crinkled up factory fender. So the fiberglass is really cool in that we can repair it. We have a few things to do on the hood, patching that up. So yeah, let's get to that. So Hayden's diving into working on the motor. He is doing pulleys. He's also doing valve cover gaskets, and we're also doing timing belt and water pump. So these are all things that on this motor are completely original. This motor has over 210,000 miles on it. So it's really cool to see that this Toyota motor is that reliable, and these are just small maintenance items that we're diving into. So Hayden's gonna get cranking on that, and then after that's done, we can drop the motor in the truck. Engine cage is all finished, and we painted the whole front clip, got everything stripped back out of the way, hopefully cleaning up some of the factory wiring harness that we're not using anymore, but turned out super good. And Hayden's just finishing up on the motor, and then we'll be able to drop this in today. So hopefully running tomorrow, that's the goal. Good morning, everybody. It is January 8th, Monday morning. We're headed down to Pureblind Studios. We were jamming on the car all weekend, as you saw. We're super excited to get the car wrapped. It's gonna be a really cool livery this year, and we're excited to show you once we get out to Hammers. So yeah, we're gonna head down to Denver. It snowed this morning, car's all tarped up. Thankfully, it did not snow here, but it sounds like down towards Denver, the roads are gonna be kind of dicey. So yeah, we got a little bit of a drive ahead of us, and it's time to make this car look sweet. The car is back from Pureblind Studios down in Denver, and they absolutely knocked the new look out of the park. We are incredibly excited to share with you how this all turned out. It's unique, it's really cool, there's a lot of artwork in it, and you're gonna have to wait till we get out to Hammers to see it. That's gonna be the first thing we're doing once we get out on the lake bed, is doing our reveal photo shoot. So for the rest of our prep videos, you will not get to see what the wrap looks like. But we're going to show you a lot more really cool stuff. So thank you guys for watching our prep series. We have a lot more work to do. We are leaving in a week, which is very stressful, but also really exciting. We have a lot more stuff to get done, and we're excited for you to see it all on the next episode. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to keep following along and cheer us on out at Hammers.